We have gotten a unique opportunity to be the only non-EU member state to host the RISE panel, which is a high-level expert group that is writing the documentation for this 7-year plan.
I think the Tour d'Europe here in Serbia, in Belgrade, is interesting because it's the first time we go to an associated country within Horizon 2020. And I think Serbia is of course a particularly interesting case because it was part of another united Yugoslavia before.
I think Europe already does a very, very good job in terms of research. So in terms of research spending, in terms of research outputs, usually what we talk about here is that there's a gap between that and the innovation part of it. There has to be a little more emphasis on trying to build growth companies. And I think that's the part that we're so far a little bit weaker on if you look at the statistics as discussed earlier this morning.
I learned, and first of all, that a Serbian, at least who came to the Institute of Physics, are quite pro-European. And it is major and most important thing I learned. I'm from a small country, but from the average institution, which is Lithuanian University of Health Sciences. And I think that we will have in the future big infrastructures working like consortia of strong member states and strong institutions inside the member states.
There are many things in countries like Serbia that are very similar to what is happening in Europe. But also there are things that are specific to smaller countries or accession countries, and we're trying to get this across to our colleagues. We're having a wonderful time. I'm very happy that the RISE committee accepted our invitation to come here, and I think this will be useful for both Serbia, its research sector, its innovation sector, but I think it quite possibly could be beneficial at a European wider level.
And you can see that many of the problems Serbia is facing in terms of participating in Horizon 2020 projects has very much to do with the small size of Serbia. And we've seen this in the examples given today, say the collaboration between the University of Belgrade with the University of Zagreb, with the University of Ljubljana, which is really a Western Balkan collaboration, was of course what was before organized within what then was Yugoslavia. So you see that there are costs of no longer having Yugoslavia, what I would call the cost of non-Yugoslavia, which are very similar to the costs of non-Europe in research in particular. But I don't see directly any really dark cloud in the future of science in Europe. I think there are major challenges which the science community and the research community has to address. And of course we look at science, at research, at innovation as solutions to solve these kind of major challenges we're confronted with.